Hello and welcome. Today I will be reviewing Sweet 16. This is a film written by Paul Laverty, directed by Ken Loach, made in 2002, based in Scotland. And Paul Laverty and Ken Loach, they become a real duo, making movies. One writes, one directs, and together they make really pivotal, great, real films. Now, this one's about a teenager who has to contend with not only his family, but the extremes of his surroundings approaching his 16th birthday. You get the tone of the film established within the first 5 minutes. The tone is very serious, but also light-hearted when friendships are established. And they sure have fun with it. Very urban fun, albeit the friendships are troubled, and you have the seriousness of the family life. It's quite a pivotal film for a lot of people that can relate to it. And also, I really like the fact that it doesn't conform to the trope of having a father figure in jail. It switches it and has the mother in jail, which is just another touch to the two filmmakers' ways of making films and the way they approach it. Very different, and that's what brings their films to life and really sits with you. Now, Martin Compston, as the lead, did an amazing job, especially as his debut role in a feature film. He just fits perfectly. William Ruan, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, was great as the best friend to Martin Compston's character. They really played off each other well, and he was great in his own light. He's gone off to star in other films that he also excels in. Now, you get this naive honesty from the younger cast members, especially when the actors themselves are making their debuts and they're so young. But you get this resilience and this relatable and organic, behavior from these young Scottish actors that actually live in where the film is based. I think there are a few things you can take away from this film, and that's a lack of nurturing from parents and letting young people pave their own ways in life, and the trials and tribulations that come with that, and the mistakes and the downfalls and winnings that all come from that. Now, the title of the film is bittersweet, considering the usual glossy films that are about coming of age and around your 16th birthday and becoming an adult. And this film, not glossy at all, very harsh and brutal in its nature. Of course it's and of course with the filmmakers, they, like I said before, with flipping tropes on their head, they also do that with a more prominent criminal figure that appears in the film. They don't stylize him to be this kingpin. He's just a character that's needed to further Martin Compston's lead further in the story, and he's just there for what he needs to do, and that's that. They don't try and make it something that it's not, or draw into that side of that life too much. And that's all down to Paul Lafferty's subtle writing, I would say. Yes, there are parts in the third act that play second best to what came before, which is not surprising because for the majority of the film it's very hard hitting, and it's very nail biting somewhat. And then again, for the conclusion, it really revs itself up and goes into that sixth gear and really summed up the film really well. Now, Ken Loach and Paul Laverty created an antagonist that perfectly matches our protagonist. He pushes and pulls on all the right buttons that you'd come to expect that figure to do to our lead. Yeah, and it gives it a conclusion that's leaves a bad taste in your mouth. You could say there are no two ways about it. This is a hard-hitting, painfully truthful film about real people. It can be extremely funny, fun somewhat. However you take some of the moments in there, but more importantly, it's touching and it leaves its mark with you once it's finished. Now, thank you. That was my review for Sweet 16.